Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So guys, any questions as to services that I provide, any questions on Patreon, etc., down below in the description. I am starting off this week with water signs first. You guys are giving me a very hard time with turning on your candle. So just give me a couple of seconds. Just trying to clear some stuff off. So candle is lit, right? So let's go ahead and see what is the message for this week. So this is for the week of August 17th to the 23rd, 2020, or whenever it is that you come across the message. The noise in the background is a fan, guys. I'm not going to suffocate. I'm not going to be sweating bullets like I did on the other videos. So just deal with the sound. I'm going to try to be as loud as I possibly can without sounding like I'm yelling, okay? So we are going to be using the Moonology Oracle cards. Just kind of felt like when I was going through the decks and stuff like that, that's what I felt like pulling out. So that is what I'm going to be using. So water signs, there is here an energy, and again, it does not need, the intention is not set to be a love reading, even though a lot of people are constantly looking to get some clarity on love, right? But there is here an energy of needing to take action. There is something that you want to go back to from the past. There's something from the past, something that, whether it was a person, whether it was a connection or a relationship, or whether it is either a career that you were in or a type of job or a type of setting. But there is something from the past that you want to go back to. Because whatever this is from the past made you feel safe. There was what you felt, or maybe at the moment you didn't feel like there was enough stability. Let's say whether it was within a job or within a connection or something like that. Excuse me. But now that you're out of it, or now that you are away from it, you have learned the value. The lesson that you were supposed to learn was to learn to value what you have when you have it. So there is this space here, water signs, and I don't know if I said it, so that's Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces, guys. But there is this kind of energy of really learning to appreciate what you have when you have it. And because you didn't appreciate something or someone, again, whether it was a job, whether it was a house, whether it was a car, whatever it was that you were blessed with, whatever it was that, God, the universe gifted to you in the past, and you either misused and abused it or mistreated it, or whatever it was, whatever the situation is for your own personal life, there is this space of wanting to get it back, and wanting, or not taking no for an answer, taking any actions necessary, taking whatever it is that you have to scheme. Like, I feel like some of you are trying to scheme up something to get something back, if that makes any sense. Maybe some of you are in a space where physically you're not where you were a few months ago or even a year ago, and you took for granted all of those times when you were healthy, all of those times when you were able to go as you please and come as you please and things like that. So again, it is a space, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but there is a space of wanting to go back. So if you're injured at the moment, you want to physically go back to where you were before you got injured. If you lost a job, you are, regardless of how uncomfortable the job was at the time, it was paying the bills, it was getting you through certain things or whatever it was, and maybe you left the job prematurely without having another job, and it's like now the stability, the financial stability that came with the job, you no longer have. So there is this wanting to take action to get some type of stability back in your life, to feel like you're getting some type of control back into your life. Now again, and as your candle is burning, which this usually never happens, is literally burning towards the left, which I see more like towards the past. So when I look at the candle, it's like more towards the west, so it's like more towards the past, really being pulled in that direction of the past. And the fan is on, but the fan is not faced, or like I don't know why I have to explain it, because it's like the fan has no direction of what it is that is pulling the candle, because of the type of fan that it is a tower fan, but it only blows like in one direction, and it's not blowing towards us at all, because again, I use the candles. But yeah, some of you are really again, wanting to take that action towards something from the past because you feel that there was stability, whatever that situation was for you. Now, some of you are, if this has to do with a connection, let's put it this way, you're trying to test the waters. You're trying to see where the other person is. You're trying to see if the other person has moved on, or if the other person is in a new connection, or if the other person even wants to hear your side of the story, or even wants an apology from you, or vice versa. Again, these are general readings, so go ahead and apply the energies however you feel fit. But again, I read it however it comes out. Sometimes I'm reading it as coming out directly from you guys or somebody towards you. So again, however it is that you want to do it. But the thing here is that there's something about, if it is about love for whoever's watching, there is something that intimidates you, or there's something about this person that intimidates you, or something about the connection that intimidates you and kind of has you in this space of really not sure if to take that action or to take that risk. Because it's like, you know that you messed up, you know that you did this person wrong, and you know that if what you did to this person or someone else who had done to you, you know what your reaction will be, you know what will your response be, and you wouldn't even give this person like the time of day, to be honest with you. So it's like, because you're reflecting and looking at it from that point of view, you're kind of really trying to see if it is something that you should even consider doing, to be honest with you. When it comes to those of you that are in a position of having to look for another job, you're going to have to take a risk. You're going to have to go ahead and put yourself out there. You're going to have to go ahead and apply, and you're going to have to go ahead and have faith that you are going to be able to find another job. And the candle is burning so fast. It's insane right now. For those of you that are having physical, like you're dealing with a physical injury or physical aspect of things, it's like some of you knew that this was an issue and you ignored it. There were things that you were told a while back that you were supposed to do to prevent this injury, or to prevent a reoccurring injury. But again, because you were feeling good, because you were feeling okay, because it wasn't hurting, because it wasn't bothering you, because it wasn't aching, because it wasn't swelling, whatever it was for you, you took it for granted, and then didn't do the daily things that you were supposed to do to help prevent or to help keep you in a space where you wouldn't get re-injured. So therefore, right now you're in the situation that you're in. Some of you have moved on with a certain connection, have moved on from a person from the past, but you know, I don't know if you guys are cross watching or whatever it is, but it's all a front, because you're still thinking of the person from the past. You still haven't released or healed whatever happened with the person from the past. Now, with that connection from the past, I do feel that I'm not saying that water signs, you were to blame for the demise of the connection. The same way, again, that it takes two people for a connection to work, it takes two people for a connection to break, for a connection to lose its foundation, for a connection to kind of come apart. So it's like you have to accept things for what they are. If the connection broke because either both parties, whether it was that when you were willing to give, the other person wasn't willing to give, or vice versa, it was kind of like there was no medium ground between the two of you. So you have to accept that, and you should be focusing your energy on the connection that you're currently in, even though, again, it's like your heart, your mind, your thoughts, everything is pulling you to the person from the past. So you have to go inward and see why it is that is happening. What it is with that connection that you felt or that you feel at the moment that you can't let go of that person. Is it that you truly love them and you truly want to work within a connection with them? Or are you just afraid that the person is going to find someone else, or the person is going to find somebody to actually, that they can actually be happy with, somebody that's actually willing to work with them at their level? So it's kind of like that space. And I know that when I did the weekend readings this past weekend, on Thursday, actually, some of the things that were coming up was about letting go and things like that. So it's like, you have to be honest with yourself. If you feel that you can tell yourself, water signs, that you love this person and that you're willing to put in 100% of the work, then go for it. But if you're going to go for it, if you're going to go for someone from the past, just know that there is going to be a lot of work that is going to be necessary for that connection to work. So if you're not 100% sure that you're going to be putting in the work, then there's really no need for you to go and disturb someone else's peace or someone else's healing process at this moment. Now, if you are honest with yourself on the aspect that you're not sure and you just don't want to see that person with someone else because you either feel like you own the person or whatever it is, then you have to be honest with yourself and again, allow that person to move on, allow that person to really have a chance in finding love, to really have a chance in finding someone that they can connect with at the level that they're looking for the connection. Because I feel that a lot of you water signs are not in a space right now to be in a connection at the level that it's asking you for. And again, it's showing me again, it's like a lot of you know that. So a lot of you have to get into a space where this is where the selflessness come in. It's like you can love someone, but just because you love someone does not mean that you're willing to do the work or willing to work with that person in a partnership. And if you know that of yourself and you're with somebody that you are willing to work at their level, because maybe the expectations are less, maybe the work is less, maybe you don't have to put in so much or whatever it is, because I do feel that the person from the past that you guys are thinking about, there is a certain love, there is a step up that you have to do, not just physically, but there's a step up that you have to do spiritually. There's a step up that you have to do financially. There's a step up in every aspect of your life that you have to make in order to meet them where they are at, because they're not willing to come down to a level that they have left or a level that they have healed to kind and try and push you forward, because they have realized that wherever it is that you feel that you're stuck, it is inner work that you have to do and not work that they have to do for you. I hope I can make that clear. So let's go ahead. And I know I be talking like here and there and my just kind of be like all over the place, right? So there is what is this? That's sad. There is somebody that is sitting alone, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It can be a woman, whatever it is. But the energy I'm picking up is someone sitting alone, like in a dark room. I had it all and I lost it. Whether it is that you're seeing a person as your own, or you're seeing a person where you could have had it all, like somebody that would have fought with you, not against you. But it's like when you were in that space, either there was just a misunderstanding in communication where either the way that the person expressed himself or the way that you expressed himself, it just kind of kept on being missed. So there were things that were misunderstood within that connection that didn't allow the connection to flourish, if that makes any sense. And the thing is that when there is that much miscommunication, again, it's because the two of you are just not even in the same frequency. You guys are not in this. You guys are just not in the same space, because one has worked, one has healed, one is looking at life from a different perspective, and one is still looking at things as me type of energy. Now you go ahead and you choose which of the two you are, and then you'll have your clarity. But there is someone here sitting in a room in the dark, just kind of like regretting the fact that they had someone that either they feel that was their all, or someone that they feel that they could have built it all with. Someone that, sorry guys, this candle is making a huge mess and is burning like super freaking quick. So I do feel that a lot of you are going to be getting your clarity as to what it is that you are meant to do. Not all of you are meant to go to someone from the past. Not all of you are meant to be with this person from the past. Some of you were just meant to learn the lessons that came within that connection. But regardless of whatever it is in your own personal life, I do feel that there is going to be a lot of clarity this week. And just be prepared. There is like a fly here. Do not ask me how that fly got in here, because all the windows... Oh, probably the kids opened the door, most likely. Anyways, and somehow I got into my room. But there is this space of, it's going to be for the water signs, a very intense week. But the beautiful thing is with the intent, not intention, the tension of the week, there is going to be a lot of healing energies coming in. There's going to be a lot of energies that are going to help you not just heal emotionally, but it's also going to kind of give you a head, like a kind of like a push to that physical healing that you need if you're in that space where you're physically hurt. But it's also going to allow you to release a lot of the things that need to be released. So there is a sense here or a space here of a lot, like when we talk about like new beginnings, but it's not so much, not necessarily like that you're beginning with somebody from the past. It's more of like that rebirth or that new beginning within yourself that maybe you haven't experienced in a long time. I hope you guys can understand what I'm saying. So let's go ahead and let's pull out 3 cards. We're going to pull out actually one at a time. So we're going to pull out Scorpio's card first. Okay, relax. And I want you guys to see the candle, and this has never happened. See how that is? And that's exactly how I had it set up. I didn't even like... Anyways, I don't know, I feel like maybe there's somebody there that interprets candles. Again, I interpret them my way, the same way that I do with everything else. But there is a huge, again, emphasis of wanting to go to the past, wanting to redo something, wanting to have like a second chance, wanting to erase certain things that were done or that was said, or etc. Hold on, guys, because some of these are flipping. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's put out a card for Scorpio. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. So Leo, there is a Scorpio. Because I was writing it down, Leo. So there is a space here, Scorpio, where you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to have confidence in what it is that you are going after, what it is that you're trying to manifest, what it is that you're trying to do, regardless of whether this is trying to get somebody from the past or trying to regain a connection with someone from the past. You have to have confidence in yourself in order to be successful. So let's go ahead and see what the book has to say. New Moon in Leo, page 50. Okay. And I'm still sweating, right, guys? All right. So we have this card heralds the start of a new cycle for you. When you're going to look and feel more gorgeous, more in the spotlight, more like you have something worth showing off. If you want someone's attention, this card says it's coming. However, this may not happen all by itself. You have to be willing to do your bit. That means being proud of who you are and what you have to offer. Think of yourself as the king or queen of the jungle and carry yourself accordingly. This card is also a great omen if you're asking about a creative project you're working on. Alternatively, if it can herald good news or a new star for your children. Okay. So let's go ahead and pick out a card for Cancer. And again, guys, these are the cards that are used for the weekly extended that I posted on Patreon, and the information for Patreon is down below. So let's go ahead and get a card for Cancer. Okay, Cancer, it's time to take action. It's time to take action, Cancer. New moon in Aries. New moon in Aries. Alrighty, let's see. New moon in Aries is page 42. Okay, let's see. Okay. The flame is lit. A wonderful new star beckons, and you're on the right track. Drawing this card is a superbly positive sign if there is something you want to happen in your life. Take this card as a big yes from the universe. This is the time to really tune into your dreams. You may still have a long way to go. After all, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, but you're on your way. Determination, self-assertion, and bravery are called for. But the hot fire of Aries is driving you towards success in whatever endeavors you're asking about. the caution, don't go too fast and forget your manners. Treat people well as you charge towards your goal. You'll create much better karma for yourself. So there's definitely a space here that whatever it is that you're going for, if you guys are in a connection with somebody new or somebody recently new and you want to go to someone from the past, make sure that you end connections before starting new ones. If those of you have taken, are planning of switching jobs or wanting to go back to a certain career, don't just walk out of your job. Make sure that you give the 2 weeks notice, things like that. Like, you know, just do not leave anything in a space of like, you know, kind of leaving somebody else screwed over, if that makes any sense. So Pisces, let me get a card for Pisces. So Pisces, mutable moon, nothing is yet set in stone. Alrighty, alright, I'm just writing these down, guys. Alright, mutable moon, 108. I was almost there, one page, right? All right, so let's go ahead and see mutable moon. Mutable is all about change, shape-shifting even, that something is still developing. This card indicates that something is indeed changing and there's room for maneuver. So take it as a sign that the situation you're asking about is far from finalized. If you're not happy with the current state of play, that's marvelous. It means you can still change the course of the outcome. However, there is also a sense that the situation could perhaps be a little unstable. For some, this is great news because you can still influence it. Others will struggle with the uncertainty, but should stay with it a little longer. Either way, nothing is set in stone yet. Well, water signs, that is all that I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys back next week with your weekly reading. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Love you all. Bye-bye. And